Hey, it's Ashley Journeys, and today I'm going to be discussing a show I was watching called Raised by Wolves. It was on HBO Max, and I feel like when I was watching the show, I was thinking to myself, isn't that interesting that the mother is really strong? She's carrying. Well, it's a sci-fi show, so I'm gonna start off with saying it's a sci-fi show, and it's about if from what I'm getting so far, I'm only on episode 3, that a civilization split up in two factions, both human factions, but one is religious and one believes in no religion at all. So the one that believed in no religion at all did not build their robots to be weak. They went for as much as they could with the strengths of their robots. But I feel like, and in the religious one, they only really made more comfort robots, not ones that are that have reached the full capability of whoever created those said robots, of what they could be, like disastrous, like very strong and destroying stuff, shall I say. But I also feel like for the atheist, I like the mother character because I like how strong she is. That's very empowering and inspirational. But in the same breath, when you compare it to our reality, you have a lot of women who right now are in this position where they are the matriarch of their family. Okay, well, that's mostly in America. They're the matriarch of their family, and they have to go and watch their kids, and then they also have to go and be the dad and provide for their kids, and then also, you know, they have to go and make sure that the kids have what they want. They also have what they need, and in the whole time, it's like, yes, you should be doing this because it's your kids, but in the whole time of them doing this, it's like now you get over you get overworked, because while you're working and making a career for yourself, and yes, maybe that was just something that was not the end all be all for you, but while you're doing that, you have this issue of, well, okay, now I have to also go and take care of these children all by myself. There's not a lot of people that want to go and chip in and help you with that, because that is a burden. It's expensive. And in the end, people think of it like this: this is your bill. This is something, once it's done growing, that's only really going to benefit you. That's how people see things in America. So I'm seeing a lot of, actually, I don't know if it's just the circle that I'm in, or the social media profiles I have. I've seen a lot of young women around my age starting to have kids and stuff, and it's like, and these are women that went to college, got master's degrees, okay? They have debt. They didn't pay for those degrees. Really, it's loan degrees in a way. So they have debt. And again, they're trying to aspire to be this super powerful female, like the woman, the mother in Raised by Wolves. But just like the mother in Raised by Wolves, when she took the dad down, the father down, because they had a little tiff, they had a little argument, and she just was like, well, I don't need you. Then guess what? When the going got hard, and protecting them, and I can't watch them all the time and protect them and provide for them came up, she ended up having to put him back in order, like having to give him another battery drive engine just to get him back up into watching the kids while she's over here watching the perimeter. And it just says to me, like, in my mind, I'm like, that's so sad, because how come we can't be like those robots, okay? Because even she realized that, raising kids by yourself as a woman is hard. It's almost impossible to raise the kids right. And it's not even no fault of yours. Raise the kids right without any father. And I know it's a lot of lazy guys out there. They just want to plant their seeds and then they don't. They want it to be like back in the day where they plant the seeds and then they don't actually have to deal with the repercussions of raising their kids. But then later when the kids get grown, they want to go in, hey, yeah, no, I'm your dad. So, could you take care of me? Don't put me in an old folks home. Like, no, y'all got to stop being it's like, I just don't get it. And then for the women who are with your master's degrees and your college and your university debt, could they explain to me what was the point of racking up all that debt, getting those degrees, just to end up being a baby mama, which you could have did right out of high school? I'm just so confused. But off of that though, the show so far is going well, and every time Mother goes in her powerful mode, I'm like the fangirl. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. But when those kids start acting like Campion, when he's acting ungrateful and being bad, and life is showing him discipline when he goes off on his own, and he's like, well, I don't have to listen to mom, I don't have to listen to dad, and then harsh reality sets in that, yeah, nobody's gonna treat you, care about you. Not even the wilderness itself, the environment, will care about you like your parents do, robot or not. But I do think that we as a society could learn so much from mother and father's parenting, even though they're robots, their parenting skills and how they work together, and even if it's seemingly how they care about each other, because that's how relationships work. And when you're parenting, you have to, no matter what, be on each other's side, because this is teamwork. This is something you're doing together to get a job done, which is raising those kids. I don't care. It's like, oh, it's a job. It's a job. Okay? That's why a lot of people in America, when their family takes on this said job and didn't go and have this conversation with them first and say, hey, are you going to help me with watching over this kid? Because I want to have this kid. That's why they be like, well, no, I'm not. And you just on your own. And if you end up homeless, you end up homeless with the kid. Because, again, it's a job. It's a task to raise kids. This is not easy. But that's why it takes two to raise kids. And I feel like I cannot stress this enough. It's so important to have both the mother and the father. Because, again, seeing her struggling to defend the home and to also go and make sure that the kids are clothed and they are comforted, that is hard. That is hard. And no one parent should be doing all of that work. But I do commend the robots on Raised by Wolves for handling that better than most humans handle that. I actually have to say that. Especially in America. Better than most humans in America handle it. Okay? Even with their, again, fake relationship with each other. They're on each other's side. And they don't go and yell and curse each other out and take low blows. I like that.